how cryptocurrency works. Picture this. A teenager in his bedroom just made more money in one night than his parents make in a month. A single mother in Detroit paid off her car using digital coins. And somewhere right now, someone is sending thousands of dollars across the world in under 60 seconds with almost no fees. This isn't science fiction. This is cryptocurrency in 2026. And if you don't understand it yet, you're already behind. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Dollar Drama, the channel where we break down money topics that actually matter to your wallet. I'm so glad you're here today because we're diving into something that's completely changing the game when it comes to money. Cryptocurrency. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've heard this word 1,000 times. Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto this, crypto that. Maybe you've ignored it because it sounds too complicated or too risky. Or maybe you're just tired of feeling left out when everyone around you is talking about their crypto gains. Well, today that ends. By the time you finish this video, you're going to understand exactly what cryptocurrency is, how it works, and why it's one of the biggest financial revolutions of our lifetime. So stick with me because we're about to make crypto crystal clear. Let's start from the very beginning. What is cryptocurrency? Think about the money in your pocket right now. Those dollar bills. That money is called fiat currency, and it's controlled by the government and printed by the Federal Reserve. Your bank holds your money, processes your transactions, and basically acts as the middleman for everything you do financially. Cryptocurrency flips that entire system upside down. It's completely digital money that exists only on the internet. No physical coins, no paper bills, nothing you can hold in your hand. But here's the revolutionary part. Nobody controls it. Not the government, not banks, not any single person or a company. It's decentralized, meaning it runs on a network of computers all around the world that work together. The first cryptocurrency ever created was Bitcoin, and it launched back in 2009 by a mysterious person or group called Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody knows who they really are to this day. But Bitcoin started a movement. Today, in 2026, there are literally thousands of different cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is still the king, but you've also got Ethereum, which lets people build apps on its network. You've got Solana, known for being super fast, Cardano, Ripple, and countless others. Each one was created for different reasons and has different features. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. How does cryptocurrency actually work? This is where we need to talk about blockchain technology, and I promise I'm going to make this simple. Imagine a notebook where every single transaction is written down. You send $5 to your friend, it gets written down. Your friend sends $3 to someone else, written down. Now imagine that instead of one person keeping this notebook, thousands of people all over the world have the exact same copy. And every time someone makes a transaction, all of these notebooks get updated at the exact same time. That's blockchain. It's a digital ledger, a record book that's shared across thousands of computers called nodes. Every transaction that happens gets recorded on this blockchain permanently. And because so many computers have to agree that a transaction is real before it gets added, it's almost impossible to fake or cheat the system. No bank needed. No middleman needed. Just the network verifying everything automatically. Let me walk you through an actual transaction so you can see how this works in real life. Let's say you want to send Bitcoin to your cousin in California. You open up your crypto wallet on your phone. A wallet is just an app that lets you manage your cryptocurrency. You type in your cousin's wallet address, which is like their account number and the amount you want to send. When you hit send, your transaction gets broadcast to the entire Bitcoin network. Now, there are people called miners running powerful computers that collect transactions like yours and group them together into what's called a block. These miners then solve incredibly complex math problems to verify that block and then add it to the blockchain. This is how the network stays secure and how transactions get confirmed. Once your transaction is verified and added to the blockchain, your cousin receives the Bitcoin. The whole thing happens without a bank, without anyone asking for permission, and usually within 10 minutes to an hour depending on the cryptocurrency. And the fee? Often just a few dollars, even if you're sending thousands across the world. Now let's talk about wallets for a second because this is super important. Your cryptocurrency wallet doesn't actually hold your crypto. Instead, it holds something called private keys. Think of private keys as ultra-secure passwords that prove you own your cryptocurrency. Your wallet also has a public key, which is like your email address that people can use to send you crypto. There are two main types of wallets. Hot wallets are connected to the internet. These are apps like Coinbase Wallet or MetaMask that you can access from your phone or computer anytime. They're convenient, but because they're online, they're slightly more vulnerable to hackers. Cold wallets are offline devices, kind of like specialized USB drives that store your private keys completely disconnected from the internet. They're way more secure, but less convenient for daily use. Here's the most important rule in all of crypto. If you don't control your private keys, you don't really own your cryptocurrency. Remember that. So why do people even use cryptocurrency? What's the point? First off, financial freedom. With crypto, you are your own bank. You control your money 100%. You don't need anyone's permission to send it, spend it, or save it. Second, speed and cost for international payments. Sending money overseas through a bank can take 3 to 5 days and cost $25 to $50 in fees. With crypto, you can send any amount anywhere in the world in minutes for just a few bucks. Third, accessibility. You don't need a bank account to use crypto. All you need is a smartphone and internet connection. This is massive for the 1.4 billion people worldwide who don't have access to traditional banking. Fourth, transparency and security. Every transaction is recorded permanently on the blockchain and can be viewed by anyone, but your personal identity stays private. And fifth, it's an investment opportunity. Many people buy cryptocurrency hoping its value will increase over time. But let's be honest here at Dollar Drama. Cryptocurrency isn't perfect, and there are real risks. The prices are incredibly volatile. Bitcoin can be worth $50,000 one week and $40,000 the next. That volatility can be exciting if you're an investor, but it can also be scary. Security is another concern. While blockchain itself is very secure, the exchanges where people buy crypto can be hacked. There have been major hacks where millions of dollars were stolen. Regulation is still being figured out. The U.S. government and governments worldwide are creating new rules for crypto in 2026, which brings both protection and restrictions. And unfortunately, there are tons of scams in the crypto world. Fake coins, phishing schemes, rug pulls where developers create a coin and then disappear with everyone's money. You have to be careful and do your homework. So, how do you actually get started with cryptocurrency? It's easier than you think. You go to a cryptocurrency exchange, which is basically a website or app where you can buy and sell crypto. Popular ones in the US include Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, and Binance US. You create an account, verify your identity with ID Link, your bank account or debit card, and then you can buy cryptocurrency with regular US dollars. Start small. Buy $20 or $50 worth just to learn how it works. See how it feels to own crypto, transfer it, and watch the price move. In 2026, crypto is more mainstream than ever. Major companies accept it as payment. There are crypto atoms in cities across America. And new technologies like defi, decentralized finance, are letting people earn interest and take loans without banks. All right, we've covered a ton today here on Dollar Drama, and I hope cryptocurrency makes a whole lot more sense to you now. Whether you decide to get involved with crypto or not is completely up to you. But at least now you understand what everyone's talking about. If you found this helpful, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to Dollar Drama if you haven't already, because we're dropping financial knowledge every single week. Comment below and tell me, are you already into crypto or is this totally new to you? I read every single comment. And if you know someone who needs to understand cryptocurrency, share this video with them. Let's spread financial education together. Thanks for watching Dollar Drama. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, your financial future starts with understanding. I'll catch you in the next video.